Hey everyone, this is Lock24, and before we go any further, I want to remind you to keep your phone vertical and click that full screen icon. Let me put the volume down so you can hear me. Anyways, since the update, you can't really use that 3-star demotion deck to farm. So I worked up a new deck, and it actually works extremely well. And it makes it to where he can't, whenever you play against Arkana, he can't Thousand Knives you. So the deck is kind of expensive, but I think most farming decks out there are. And let me get right into it. So we're running one the Earth Hexio Fusion, and if you don't have one the Earth, use a second the Dark Hexio Fusion. And we're running 1 and 1. We're doing 3 Buster Bladers, 1 Goddess with the Third Eye, the Gravekeeper's Vassal, Mystical Sheep #1, Versago the Destroyer, Dark Magician, and we're running 3 of them. And I just decided to run the 3 different arts, which I think out of all of them, this one's my no, not that one. This one's my favorite one out of all the artworks. The original version is I like just everything about it. But anyways, 1 Fusion Gate, 1 Fusion Sage, and if you just have 3 Fusion Gates and you don't have Polymerization, you can do that too, and then run Planet Pathfinder instead of the Fusion Sage. 2 Union attacks, 3 Polymerizations, and then 1 Secret Pass to the Treasures. And I'll leave a deck list down on the description down below. It'll be on Patreon. Just go ahead and follow that link. Look for that the name, that same name that's on YouTube on Patreon, and you should find it. But anyways, what you want to do, I didn't show you the fusions. So 2 Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman, 1 Paladin, and a Dark Flare Knight. But if you have a second Paladin, you can skip the Dark Flare Knight. You can just go into Dark Paladin instead. I only have the 1, so I'm only using that 1. And what you want to do is you want to go into Dark Paladin as soon as possible. And if you don't have him, if you can't get to Dark Paladin, go into a Dark Flare Knight or a Destroyer. However, the one thing is that if you go into the store, you have to watch out not to go ahead and do enough damage to just defeat him, because that's not gonna be good at all. But anyways, let me go ahead and show you the replay. Hopefully I recorded it. Alright, yeah, I did. And once you can get Dark Paladin out, your opponent can't really do anything. If he summons the Dark Magician, so what? You can negate the Thousand Knives, you can negate any other spell he activates. So it's not even that much of a problem. And I do highly suggest that if you do have a second Paladin, that you do run it, because every now and then you might want to summon a second Paladin. So I can go ahead and get Paladin out as soon as possible, and I can negate 1 since I have 1 card in hand. And then you just want to keep attacking and attacking to make it to where he can't summon his Dark Magician. And you lock him down in that manner. And you just keep doing that until you either you run out of cards or he runs out of the cards. And I'm thinking about, because this is just the first version of the deck, I haven't tweaked it enough yet. But I think I am going to put some Shard of Greeds and maybe some Jar of Greeds or something to make it to where you can go through the deck a little bit faster. Because the way it stands, if you don't get the correct combo earlier rather than later, you're not going to be able to get the 8k damage. In this particular game, I got 73,000 or 7,300 dual assessment points. So I didn't quite get to the 8k. Because the Arkana was about to run out of cards, so I just had to go and do it, and I actually got kind of lucky because I get the Union attack just in time. But here I just said because I wanted tribute for the glossy Dark Magician, and then this guy isn't that powerful either, so I wanted that extra attack with Dark Magician. So I do think that we do need Shards of Greed to make the deck a little bit faster. Or maybe a wand to where you contribute to the spellcasters and mill through the deck faster. And here I get the Union attack, but just it was a very I get it just in time to where right before he mills up. And that's it. And I did get 7,300 assessment. I think I may have. Well, let me go ahead and show you the deck once again before I show you what I got. But anyways, here's the deck again if you want to take a screenshot or if you want to take a second look at it again. And like I said, you can find a full deck list down on Patreon. Here it is once again. Alright, and that's, let me show you the screenshot. I think I did record it. I'm gonna have to show you another time. But anyways, I did get 7,300 duel assessments, and I think that's gonna be it for now. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like, and if you're enjoying my content, do subscribe. If you dislike it, go ahead and leave a dislike, and I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow or later. I don't know.